Welcome back to the Hey Man Podcast. I'm Vincent.
I'm Keith.
I'm Adam.
And today, we have a good episode for you guys. Not just good, but food good.
Food?
Food.
Oh.
And as the resident fat ass is here, we have a lot to, throw into this topic. That guy over there, I don't know. He's
I honestly thought you were calling me out for a second. So yeah, because I really am a fat ass at heart. There's no way I can sit there and not deny good fucking food.
I think that's everybody.
Anyways, continue.
We use seasonings.
That guy doesn't.
I
He does the whitest chicken I've ever seen in my life.
Huh?
Yeah. Calling you out, Adam.
You really want to start?
You're gonna defend yourself or what?
Yeah, I can.
Mr. Bland Chicken?
Dude, no. I cook with...
He uses paprika.
Just for the color. That's it. It adds no flavor, it's just straight color.
So, as you can tell, we're already starting this shit off harshly, so...
Oh, I thought you were going to say hard.
Let's go ahead. What's your go-to food then?
My go-to food?
No, you're goated.
Goated food. As of recently, it's been it's either been chicken and potatoes or beef and potatoes.
He wants to talk shit about bland chicken on my end. Man,
No. I use lemon pepper.
That was a little bland
I use lemon
That's
pepper.
even worse.
I'll make my lemon pepper chicken.
Fucking generic.
Oh, exactly. You don't want to sit there and use just fucking garlic powder, onion powder. Shit, boil that shit in there. Bake it in there.
Boil it?
As a base. Yeah,
Boil it in there.
Yeah,
No.
boil it in there.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Inject it.
Good old.
Then bake it if you're going to fucking inject it.
Mm-mm.
I don't eat bacon grilled. I don't fucking do that bullshit.
Do you air fried?
I haven't air fried any chicken.
It's actually not
air fried
bad.
chicken?
It's actually not bad.
It comes out really
It's-
good.
it was a lot better.
I've air fried steak, but I haven't air fried chicken.
See, that's one thing I'm so scared to do is air fry steak.
Alright, Jordan Peterson's daughter tells you how to do it in a little video. Fucking do it. It's amazing.
See, I see like a lot of things like you can do with an air fryer. Obviously, I think the best thing I've seen is my brother made mac and cheese balls in an air fryer.
What the fuck?
That actually sounds pretty dope, to be
And
honest.
he did that, and he made an Alfredo sauce, and he was like, "This is fucking shit." And he just ate the mac and cheese balls by himself. And I was like, "What's wrong with the Alfredo sauce?" And it was pretty good. What it was is he made it to like, it was a weird consistency, like A1 steak sauce consistency. And
I don't like Alfredo
I
sauce.
said, if you're eating like a cheese sauce, you don't need it to be like a thick and rough consistency. You want it to be like a smooth consistency, right? Yeah. So, just regular beef and potatoes?
Yeah.
What kind of potatoes?
Just normal russet potatoes, man.
Is it?
Russet.
No, you
Mashed
got
or
golds?
what? Yeah.
It really depends. Sometimes I like to dice them up real small. Sometimes I like bigger chunks. Sometimes I like mashed. Some other times I like cut them up in fries and throw them in the air fryer like that.
Are you a believer of steak and frites or just steak and potatoes?
What the fuck are steak and frites?
Like French fries, but they're like thinly sliced. Like you can eat. It's like a European dish.
Then if I have to ask what it is, then probably not. Probably just normal steak and potatoes.
That seems like a lot of work to
But like on the steak side, it really depends on what I'm feeling. Cause sometimes I'll get the real thin cut steak,
Right.
and then sometimes it'll just be ground beef, or sometimes it'll be an actual steak.
Mm.
Like it really just depends on like what I want.
How do you like your steak?
Yeah, I love that.
I'm a medium rare kind of guy.
Okay.
That's how I am.
Okay, I was about to say, this motherfucker says
So-
well done, I'm gonna go ape shit.
So I grew up, and nothing against the person that was like this, but because of the way that I had a family member that could not eat anything that was medium rare because of a bad experience growing up, she had to do everything well done, and I didn't realize the majesticness of medium rare up until my dad made me give me one of his bites. I was like, this is like so much better.
Yeah.
So it's a weird, like, it's like I said, there's nothing wrong with it because you can use that in a sandwich and be good with it, like a well done steak. Use it in a sandwich. It's gonna get the job done, especially if you're gonna toast it. You're already just cooking out everything. So
Yeah, well done steak is for the trash can.
but like you said,
I'm sorry, dude.
it's
I don't like chewing on leather.
it's awful.
Mm.
You know, I used to have a father-in-law, and well, I call him a father-in-law. We weren't. It wasn't an actual marriage, but the only way he would ever cook a steak, and I don't know if he was doing it on purpose or not. I just I don't know if he cared enough to like take the temperatures and be like, I gotta take it off at this time, but he cooked it until it was well done, and I've only ever eaten medium rare. I've never eaten anything else. I've always just stuck to it regardless. If like it came out like shit, I still stick to it regardless.
I've had rare before.
I have to.
I've never had it.
It's actually not. It's actually really good. I think it is the you got to get past the stigma that is red. That's like the hardest thing because I've seen some people eat steak that's blue,
Oh,
and I'm like that is wild. But
They just want a lighter to each side. Here you go.
but there is an actual heavier protein content to it. So
There is, but I found that the more undercooked you go, you have to be careful because the meat becomes more chewy.
mm-hmm.
And, the medium rare, you get a good chew, but it's done in a reasonable amount of time.
Yep.
When on the rare, you're just chomping down for fucking 5 minutes on the same piece.
Yep.
I don't want it. No, I'm a fat guy. Let me fucking take 2-3 chews and swallow the son of a bitch.
So that's kind of why I like medium rare. I also feel cooking methods and whatever spices you use, depending. I know there are certain like restaurants that do a tenderizer or a soak for their meats beforehand,
Yeah.
and that kind of helps out with the composition of the final product.
I only do that on chicken.
See,
I don't do it on beef. I leave the beef alone because I want to taste the actual beef.
I
is that a
am,
tenderizer?
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't. I mean, if I'm making chicken fried steak, that's different. You need to.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't. As far as beef, I don't do anything to it.
Chicken
I'll sprinkle
fried
some
steak.
seasoning on it and throw it in the fridge for 2 hours, and then
See, that's
bring
what
it
I
out,
like
set it
doing
an
that.
hour, and let it get room temperature, then start cooking it. But
Do you feel like chicken fried steak is overrated or underrated?
I feel like it's in a good middle point.
I think that's perfectly rated to me. I mean, obviously it's Texas. We're fucking big on it.
Because you don't. I certainly don't see a lot.
Done correctly.
Yes.
I don't want the fucking breading just start falling off and the meat's still there, and I want it to stay together.
It's like a chicken parm at that point.
No, it's not.
No, I'm saying like the falling off.
It was done worse than a chicken parm. That's the problem. At least a chicken parm, you know what you're getting into.
Yeah. Because I know that, but if I sit there and if I bite into a piece of like chicken fried steak and it falls off, I'm like, just throw it onto like a fuck ton of sauce. At that point, just help me, Gravy's not saving it at this point.
Which is sad because the gravy is always the best part.
I know. I had following on this one, I had a shit on shingles, and then someone threw a chicken fried steak on it once, and I was like, this is not what I was expecting. And you know what? It's so cohesive. You don't think about it.
There's a restaurant down in Austin. I saw it on TikTok the other day, and their fucking chicken fried steak is like this goddamn big.
It's the whole.
It's like a big ass platter, and they send you the whole fucking steak, and it's like, hey, you took half of the fucking cow and fried it up. And I'm like, I kind of want to go there just for that.
Then you got a full chicken instead of the actual fucking slab of meat.
Hey, there's actually a restaurant down in Belton called Fries. You've ever been there?
No.
No? You
That
haven't?
sounds good.
It's really good. So what I get there is the grilled chicken breast. The best chicken breast I've ever had in my life. I'll put that down. But their chicken fried steak is surprisingly decent. Like it stays together. It doesn't just immediately crumble as soon as you like breathe on it. But it stays together, and their sides are decent. Because I feel like that's what also kills a good like dining experience is the sides.
Yeah.
If the sides fucking blow, it's just like
Yeah, if they fuck that up.
Because
How do you fuck up green beans? I've ate some that are horrible. Like, how the
I'd
fuck
rather-
do you do that? I'd rather eat the shit out of a can than what they did to it.
well, how do you fuck up macaroni?
that's what
How do you fuck up mashed potatoes?
Exactly.
that is my go-to side. If I don't see anything else appetizing, like fucking mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
Especially if I'm like going to a southern-esque dining experience. So like I eat Cotton Patch. I'm always gonna get mashed potatoes.
Well, let me ask you: are you a loaded kind of guy, or just a plain mashed potato kind of guy?
I'm in both. I'm in both fields here.
Okay.
I am a lover of all potatoes. I've had a Angus spud. I used to work at McAllister's a long time ago.
Fuck with that.
So,
I love their tea.
dude, whenever I tell you like the shit, we've been hankering on that recently. Some of the things that since I've been there, their whole menu has changed so much.
Well, how many years has it been?
Let's see. Oldest is 13. I think I worked there whenever he was 2. I think I was there
Damn.
4. So yeah.
We're not good at math, folks.
We are good at eating though.
Yeah, we are very good at
As
it.
y'all could tell.
Yeah, 6-7 years ago.
That's usually about that time they
Yeah.
start
But
adding and taking and doing all that shit.
it's just so well. I will say, the mac and cheese recipe.
It's very good.
Got a little bit better since I've been there. So
Nice.
I gotta say
Nice.
it's been better since I've been there. So I was like, hey, they're getting better. They have, the French dip.
Mhm.
So it was one of my go-tos. Easy to go to. Along with the pepper jack turkey, which they don't do paninis anymore. It's just straight, like, they toast it and that's it. And I'm like,
The fuck?
I know, kind of bummed me. But it's okay. I can't say it's not bad. It's still good. Gets the job done.
Mhm.
But I didn't know they have a turkey French dip now.
Really?
I had it the other night.
Mhm.
It slaps a lot harder than I was expecting it to. I was like, whoa, hold on, this is pretty solid. But, on that point of potatoes, one of my favorite things to do, especially when I worked there, was go fucking buck wild and create my own potato. Whenever I tell you, getting a whole bunch of butter, fluffing it up, letting it all just sit there, hitting it with some cheese and throwing on just some roast beef on top, and then throwing more cheese and baking it all in there, dude, it was divine.
That sounds pretty fucking good.
It was amazing. So, I am a firm believer of
McAllister's now.
my bad. I am a firm believer of a good simple salt, pepper, butter, and bacon bits and sour cream. No cheese. That's just me, because I do like more potato than anything. Because as soon as you throw cheese in there, you're getting cheese. You're getting a cheese tater.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. But you're getting cheese more than the potato flavor, so you're letting that potato, that natural potato flavor just go. And I really do love just a good old.
Okay, so on your mashed potatoes, do you want it with no skin in it, or do you want some of the skin shredded up?
I do.
Kind of like Cotton Patch does.
I do really love a good natural mash. That's me. Because I grew up with my grandma cooked a lot of her stuff homemade, and that's what she did.
Yeah.
She didn't do the whole Michelin star, this has to taste like fucking pudding sort of thing. This has to feel like pudding in your mouth. No. It was, if I didn't have chunks in my potatoes, I felt like it was weird. As I get older, I also realize there's a good, smooth, instant mashed potato. Like, okay, this does the job. Am I proud of it? No, but I don't have a lot of time to cook, and this is what it's.
Hey, shit tastes pretty good, especially when you get the roasted garlic flavor. I mean,
there you go.
That's the top of the tier.
Especially if you're using like shepherd's pie. Using it in a shepherd's pie situation, I'm not looking either way.
I don't make English food.
It's not bad. It's one of those you try, you go.
Does it have mushy peas in it?
No, I don't do that. Can't do that. Can't do that.
I never understood the whole point of mushy peas, but
no, I still understand. I think
for all you people in England, what the fuck is it with the mushy peas? Please comment down below, because I don't get it.
I think they despise us from like a couple of episodes back. That
I don't give a shit. For those who are actually still from there, or you have family from there,
what's wrong with you? What the fuck is wrong with you?
they're French fries, not chips, and you put salt and vinegar on them like that's gonna be great.
No, that was just about to say. I was like, what's up with the seasoning of like your salt and vinegar?
That's their
It's
creme de la creme.
They got like horse teeth over there, so it's like, it's natural.
I don't.
Like, how the fuck do you like just go around the world and like control shit, steal all the seasonings, but don't use them? What's the point for that?
Weren't they in India for a good while? They could have just like snatched a bag or two and like.
I mean, you would think.
I have noticed a lot of their dishes do
Are
contain
Indian.
curry.
Yeah.
So
I got that
That's the one thing they
shit
fucking
on there.
took, huh?
there's nothing wrong with curry.
There's nothing wrong with it, but they could have, had some pepper in one of those bags and been like, oh, this is going to be good on the food, isn't it? You know what I mean? It's a little spicy, but it's alright.
It's not good for a Tuesday.
I don't know if y'all follow my. What the fuck was that? My brain's rolling.
That's what they say.
That's what he said.
It's Tuesday.
There's actually a guy that comes up on my TikTok every once in a while. I don't know why they pick him as the advertisement. It's a little person from England, and
it's a mini Gordon Ramsay.
but it. Hey, too soon.
And all I can think about is it's just haunting us like a fucking little mini ankle biter.
But they picked this guy for advertising, and he's advertised like 6 different restaurants, and every single time it's the same fucking thing. He jumps up onto a stool, sits down, his feet are dangling because you can see them like, the camera angle, you can see his feet just dangling, and he's like kicking them like this, and he's like, just make sure you come by, try this plate. It's one of the best plates. You only get it for 6 pence. The same fucking script every single time.
What the fuck is a pence?
I don't know. But his feet are dangling like this off the stool. That's what entertains me. I'm like,
I'll do that. Give me 10 pence to jump down.
That's what entertains him is the fucking thing.
It sounds like a fully grown man. His feet are kicking like a child.
No, and it does. Like if you close your eyes and listen, you'd be like, oh, dude, that's a Brit. That's
You look at it and go,
You open your eyes and you're like, wait, I gotta look that up.
a cupboard demon.
I gotta find him. Again.
There's
You're making fun of me. He's probably a dragoon.
No. There's 2 dudes that I follow on YouTube. They go under the channel named Jolly. They're those 2 Brit dudes that go across like America to like try like new foods that they've never had, and compare it to like food that they don't have in the UK, and like watching them like completely have their minds blown. They're like, yeah, we can't have this back there. This is so unhealthy. He goes, but it's so good. Like they went. I think the one episode I watched that really fascinated me was their trip coming here to Texas to go to Buc-ee's. And it's just it's not even the fact
Did
that
they call it Buc-ee's or Busey's?
Buc-ee's.
Okay, they said it right.
Bussies.
That's a wholly different thing, man. That's different.
I think they actually made a joke about that. He goes, some guy called it this, and I don't think that's how it's supposed to sound. He goes, my UK side tells me it's not right.
And they always go to the beaver nuggets. I can't stand them. They taste like shit.
You're talking about the little candies?
You know, in that bag.
Yeah.
Straight fucking sugar. I'm like,
I mean, that's all.
Wait, don't people call beaver nuggets like? Isn't that poop? Beef poop?
Roughly. Or buried treasure, we don't know yet. We don't fully understand the Bucky lore yet.
Yeah.
We'll get there
I
eventually.
can come up with some.
I was like, what?
Yeah, you can.
I
Hey,
get a
Bucky's,
shirt.
we got a guide for you.
Yeah. To give you a reason why he has a fucking hat and a shirt.
It's actually from his trip to Oregon, but visiting Bigfoot.
Oh shit, he learned.
To buddies.
He learned.
But a lot of the things that they said.
Come here, my furry friend.
I will protect you.
But yeah, I like watching their channel.
Oh, there's like 4 of them that I've seen on TikTok that I watch that come over here a lot. And one of them's Josh. I like him, he's cool as shit. And he's actually kind of becoming an American slowly. But the other two, were here in Texas, and they were at a barbecue spot. And they were going to use a knife and fork. And the guy's like, no, you got to pick it up and eat that with your hands. There's no knife and fork thing. And they loved it. They're like, there's so much food. I'm like, bitch, that's a regular barbecue plate for everybody else around here. What is your problem? The sugar content might kill you if you do the other shit.
Are we fat?
No.
Are we fat?
We're not fat.
These guys.
We're healthy. Yes, they were at the barbecue spot.
Yes.
And that shit was fucking hilarious.
I love watching these two because you can definitely tell like they're genuinely enamored with like this whole food trip, and it's cool watching it because you don't see a lot of people actually coming to do a food tour. Like you'll sit there and see them like, oh yeah, I'm here in New Orleans, I'm here with a friend for the weekend, I'm gonna go and hit like every fucking restaurant here. No. These guys are genuinely going across to find what's made America's food. Like what is making a staple here?
Big pharma.
That too.
Well, whatever causes obesity
Big pharma.
and diabetes.
Now the big pharma.
Big pharma.
Big pharma.
Diabetes.
Big pharma.
It's why I cut out sugar out of my diet.
Yeah, how are you feeling?
It's hard to do.
The first few days, stomach bacteria had to get right. But after that, I'm good. I'll wake up in the morning with more energy than I ever thought I could have and clear mind.
You know, I started fasting.
I've lost quite a few pounds here, about 15 total so far. So
Good job, man.
I'm feeling pretty good.
I told myself
Fun.
once I
All you can eat meat. Die.
Ew.
I wasn't gonna say anything. I was waiting for you to say it, so that was on you. I've told myself once we get the Munchkin schedule down, I told myself I'm gonna start.
You're gonna put him to work already? Damn.
Jeez.
How many hours? Is he in your union?
He fucking better be.
Roughly. With how much he screams, yeah.
Is he gonna like be that one union worker? I can't fucking stand these guys. I'll fucking call him my rep as soon as I leave.
Fucking gets out there, starts screaming.
He has a
Gets
hard
out
hat
the
on for no reason.
You know, they hear the fucking bell. He goes, out here, they're all a bunch of bitches. They whine, they scream, they sound like a baby, and I'm a real one. You hear the fucking whistle again, he gets back there. Some more screaming.
Fucking break it shorter and shorter. Yeah. Fuck this shit, I'm gonna take an extra 10.
So
What are they gonna do? They fucking need me.
Hey, watch this, youngster. When the boss comes, I'm gonna tell him fuck off.
Yeah, when did you get back to work?
Fuck off.
Yeah, let me finish the cigarette. He signs my checks, I can't do that.
Pulls out another one. That's it when I finish.
I told myself once I get his schedule down, I get more time, and I told myself I'm gonna start going back to getting into calisthenics.
Start jerking off, dude. Love you up.
Is the food episode, man?
Well, some people eat that.
You'd be surprised.
Holy shit! No, we're not doing this. Nope. Yeah, I said I want to try to get back to
right?
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, I can't even.
What do you think? I got these muscles.
Whoa! I was expecting that from him.
Oh, Adam. Speaking of
Watch that hand. Fucking in my face with that thing.
speaking of coming out, me and Keith are really, we're here to support you for your ventures and everything.
So proud of you. So proud.
I didn't make a Facebook post because I didn't know if you wanted me to like make that public, but
We can't. Well, I mean, we're gonna do now.
we're doing it now. Ladies and gentlemen, Adam has come out recently, and although all the things that have been going on with him and his Munchkin and everything, we still would like to support him, and we still like to give him all the help we can give him in this endeavor.
We got you, bro. Not like that, but we got you.
Yeah.
I mean, we're still gonna talk shit, but hey, we're cool with it.
But we'll be more laid back on it since you're it's gonna be an audience.
What?
Stop.
What the fuck just happened?
That's what we said when you came out.
Yeah.
But I mean, hey.
And the way he did it, and I know people are very picky and choosy on how they come out. He sat us down at Dichotomy. Fuck Dichotomy, by the way, for giving us a parking ticket. I know it was the city, our city that did it, but fuck them.
Yeah, it cost me $75. Man, fuck y'all.
I never paid it. But no,
You don't got that card anymore, so it don't matter.
he sat us down on the rooftop and pretty much explained to us what was going on.
Yeah.
And although he started getting a little teary-eyed about it, we tried to comfort and console him.
Oh, that's fucking what?
And I think he's still going through the whole stages of it and everything. We've kind of accepted it, and I don't think he knows where he's at right now. But Adam, we're here for you, man.
We are.
We're
Dude.
proud
We
of
got you. Like, we're family, dude. We got you.
I appreciate it.
He's making progress.
It's just getting closer and closer.
Yeah, I gotta get so involved on the next one. I just want y'all to know this.
Well,
No.
Well, I like girls, but you do you. Okay.
The fact that you had to say that really doesn't help.
I think we were supposed to know that.
You're not supposed to tell people. You're like,
hey, look, dude, it's 2025. I got long hair. People might think something else.
You kind of look like Jared Leto.
Go
Morbius.
Anyways,
He's going for a Vinnie Paul look. Fuck you.
back to the food topic. So you already said steak and potatoes.
Yeah, you guzzler.
Shut up. What about you? What's your go-to?
Obviously lasagna. Go ahead, give me all the shit you want for that one. You can't beat it. It's fucking great. And
No, he just called me gay. So
Keith has come out as Italian, by the way. We're giving him all the support.
He just put me out there, so I can't even make fun of you for being Italian right now. He just put me on the spot.
And then a really good steak.
Define good steak.
What kind of cut?
Yeah.
Ribeye.
Really?
Gotta have ribeye.
I'm a sirloin guy.
So I like the fat caps that are on the side.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you grill it just right over charcoal, not that nasty ass propane bullshit,
Renders perfectly.
it tastes so fucking good.
It's almost buttery. I'm hard to believe this one, but I'm a lover of filet mignon.
Really?
Yeah.
I believe it.
I feel like it's a ripoff.
It is a ripoff.
They charge way too much for that little bit of shit.
Yeah, but they're so good.
Like, do they make like a triple XL size version?
If they
of that?
did, you really like Big Pharma. You really think you're gonna let that go?
Well, no, I think it'll be out of our budget
Yeah,
for
obviously.
the fiscal year. I think.
I mean, I can't afford tomahawk steak, so yeah, you're probably right.
I've had a goal in my life to try tomahawk steak.
I want one. I'm just not paying fucking $80 for a steak.
Dude, you know what really pisses me off? We went to this restaurant over by the river.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking $40 for a 6-ounce steak,
I believe that.
and I'm like, it's not even a crazy cut. It's not even a filet mignon. It's just a normal steak.
Was like flank steak.
I don't even know, but it literally like I could have went to fucking.
It's probably a sirloin.
It probably was. I could have went to Logan's
Bad
and
cut.
paid $27 and had a fucking like an 11, almost 12-ounce steak plus sides and plus beer, and I would have been, for half the money I would have been perfectly fine. But we went there and I was like, man, this shit. And I didn't even get it. I was like, man, fuck this. I'm not getting this fucking bullshit ass steak. So I got their chicken breasts, and they're like this fucking big.
That's a pigeon breast.
Yeah. No.
That's just like the Chinese restaurant in Spain that just got raided and shut down.
Oh yeah, they caught it.
Their duck was actually street pigeons. They were catching street pigeons and
Hey,
killing
look.
them, and they were serving it to the people. And someone was like, "This ain't right. Something's off here." And they had a little sting, and they caught them.
Big sad. They
So
just
shout out to Madrid, Spain for your issue over there. We probably have the same shit here.
You think Mike Tyson would be mad about that?
pretty much, yeah. I did every shit out.
It's ludicrous. They just killing my pigeons. It's just fun. It's go free fire, and they kill them, they eat them. It's ludicrous.
He's gonna like somehow stumble across this episode. And he's gonna hunt me down specifically. He's gonna hunt me down specifically. Like I didn't do anything.
Because you're gay.
Love you, mate.
Gonna bite your ear off.
I can't. Yeah, you know what? I don't.
Well, see, the thing is, he's one of like the most generally nice guys until you make him flip that switch, and he's a fucking monster.
Well, duh.
I eat your babies. I eat your babies. Calm down, mate.
Oh god.
Feel like that one painting where just.
I'm down to get knocked out. Like,
I finally looked that up like not that long ago. I think it was like a couple days after you told me about it. I was like, what the fuck is he talking about? Oh, this is. Oh man, I forgot about this fucking fever dream. This is a real painting.
Someone went, yeah,
Yeah.
that's the one.
You're like, this is how I feel when I'm at family gatherings.
That little shit cousin just keeps running around like, ah!
Oh god. So, those are your
How would you react to that?
what?
If someone just
Oh, yeah, I'm running away from the topic.
Technically it's food, right?
it has to be done to your food, but it's
I
still food.
don't want to do this.
Well, how would you react? Yeah, Keith, how would you
I
react?
picked the little motherfucker up, throw him across the fucking yard.
No, but like, how would you react if you're sitting there, you look over and you see some, a fucking, like the painting.
Do it again. That's what I would do.
It's fucking wild.
Dude,
I gotta see that too.
I think my first thought would probably be like, fuck, they started pre-gaming, alright.
Wow.
they brought the fucking tequila. It's going bad, man.
And it was the shitty tequila too. Start off with the good stuff. Start off the cheapest shit you can find.
Yeah, that's how it works.
They came over knowing the fact that we got the good shit.
He fucking walks in with a plastic ball like, Caleb, want pregame? No. You drinking battery acid, motherfucker.
Call it the Hillbilly Fort Loco.
You ever had a Borg before?
No, what?
A Borg?
Uh-huh.
A big fat pita board?
No, it's just a mixture of multiple like alcoholic drinks and just a gallon water jug.
Isn't that just called it?
That they used to get, this happened on St. Patty's Day up in like, somewhere up north.
I think so, yeah.
Where the cops were, people were literally walking around the city with them. And the cops were like, oh, give me that, give me that. And they literally, in front of the police department, just had them sitting on the steps, just a shit ton of.
Isn't that called like a jumble juice or something like that?
It probably is.
Jungle?
I just know it by Borg.
Or trash can.
It's not fun.
That's because I remember.
We've always done trash can punch. Get a big ass cooler, throw all the liquor you can in there with some juice and shit, and you're getting to get fucking wasted.
I've seen people like they carry those jugs around like you see like at the giant like parties, like especially like frat and sorority parties.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like the gallon jugs and they're like fucking smacking and then like that looks like it's about the equivalent of like Windex if you're drinking.
Well, the thing is, if you drink all those liquors, you just pass out, so those guys don't need to roofie them.
Holy shit! All right, well we didn't can't even fucking argue.
That's why they're doing
that.
it. Like, I didn't give them no roofie. No, I just gave them a shit ton of alcohol until they passed out.
They brought it themselves, so they did it to themselves.
I wonder how bad it burns going down.
You think you can microdose roofies?
Well, if you take it without alcohol,
I
it'll get you high.
Holy shit!
So if you mix it with alcohol,
If it blacks you out.
but you think if you do enough of it, you'll become resilient to it?
I'm pretty sure, but I don't know how.
I'm resilient to Narcan.
Really?
My high goes.
I guess.
Yep.
Okay.
Can't kill this high.
Kill the man, though.
There's been a couple times where I've gone to parties with my t-shirt that says, do not Narcan me, I'm enjoying this. And I'm sitting there seasoning and I'm like, but I can sense it when it's like a spidey sense.
Oh.
So then I grab their hands and go, no. And then I go back into my comatose state.
Fucking mid-Finley, you need Snarkin! Don't kill my.
No, I like sit up, I stand up straight and I like look at them in the eyes and I go, no. I slap it out of their hands like, resume my
Right back to
lane.
Finland.
God.
Why does he do that? Because he's trying to talk to God.
He's gonna see God. Not my first time. Anyways, back to the whole fucking.
Keep sending me back.
Did he tell you to stop that shit or what?
He
Anyways,
wants me to keep going.
back to it.
I'm breaking the record.
No.
Dude, this is the 8th time this week. I know, man.
Getting there, guys. Call the Guinness people. It's gonna happen.
So lasagna then.
Lasagna. Love lasagna.
Don't kill my high.
I get how I haven't eaten lasagna. Ain't that some shit?
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. You ever accidentally ate an edible before without knowing it was an edible?
No.
Mm-hmm.
It's scary.
It is scary.
Did you eat like the whole thing on accident?
Well, no. So I was.
Here he goes. 500 milligrams. He's gonna have a fun ride.
It was during high school. I was on lunch and I was in a car with a couple of my friends, and we were sitting there and he pulls out a Rice Krispie treat. Looked like it was in a normal wrapper. I didn't read the label on it because I didn't care enough. He ripped it open and was like, "You want one?" I was like, "Oh, no." Because it was those ones that we sell in the cafeteria, those small little ones.
Yeah.
So I was like, "Oh, dude, Rice Krispie treat, fuck yeah!" I bit it a couple times, but it was more tacky than normal.
Like you could tell
Yeah,
something was different.
Like I was like, dude, you had this sitting in your backpack for a while. So I ate it. I didn't eat all of it. Hand it back to him, and he's like, "Hey, you just ate an edible," and I was like, "What?
Am I gonna die? What's happening?
If you would have told me, I would have been fine. But it was the surprise kick in of like, hey, you had an edible. I was like, oh god. So I start panicking, and I'm sitting there in the back, and I'm kind of freaking out. And then it hits, and I mellow out. I go back to class, and I'm sitting there, and I'm just like, I gotta breathe manually now. I can't. I can't do it. I can't breathe on my own anymore. I have to like get my breaths in and out.
Your body will not do it automatically.
I start sweating and I'm just.
You never try to like think it. You guys gotta think about like a pulley system. Like I gotta pull and get my lungs going.
In, out, in.
Start performing the Heimlich on myself on the desk.
Vincent, are you okay?
Yeah, that shit happened to me once. So I was working a previous job. I think I told y'all about that. I watched Bohemian Rhapsody with my dad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, so I guess I haven't told you. Holy shit. So I had this coworker. He was selling brownies, and I'm thinking, I was like, oh, okay, cool. I figured because he has a nephew, so he just selling them.
He's selling them for his nephew.
And I was like, yeah, cool, yeah. I was like, how much? He goes, $250. I go, no, that's not too bad for a couple. He goes, I'll fill it out where I need to. I said, okay. And again, didn't think anything about it at the time. He is still one of my good friends to this day, so I can't say, he's not a bad dude. He's a great dude.
Can I have a brownie?
It's just, I sat there and I was like, all right. He goes, hey, don't eat them here though. I said, okay. He goes, just tell us. And I'm thinking, I said, oh, okay, maybe people are going to see. Don't want to get caught with food while I'm working on the floor. All right, got it. So I threw it in my bag. So I had a brownie. My dad's sugar started dropping. Gave him that brownie. So it was perfectly fine. Came back up. We go home. We knew we were going to watch Bohemian Rhapsody. But I sat down in that chair. And I laid back. And I laid back. And I go. Whoa. My dad goes, are you high? I go, what? He goes, I'm in the chair right now. Holy shit. This is a bad movie, but I really like it. He goes, where'd you get those brownies from? I go, from a friend. He goes, you got edibles, didn't you? I go, there might be a reason now. It's all making sense now. I'm high now, so it makes perfect sense. I didn't even message him. I didn't message him at all. Instead, we finished watching Bohemian Rhapsody, which, by the way, at the time, I said it was a bad movie. Yeah, it was pretty good.
It's a good movie.
It's a good movie. But I went the next day. I told him, I said, "Did you sell me edibles?" He just goes, he goes, "I gave you a light dose." I go, What's a light dose? He goes, it was only 100 milligrams. I go, for someone who hasn't done anything like that since high school, I said, that's a lot for me.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. And then one of the guy he got it from, he originally got them from, gave me one put at 500. Yeah, my dad got another one that's not trying to put him out there, but he did, and he was like, dude, I want to do so much right now. And I decided to have a panic attack. I had the worst panic attack, so.
I think high panic attacks are one of the worst things.
No shit.
Because they're intensified.
Exactly.
It's like worse.
I had one during COVID, and it was when I was smoking a dab, and it was the worst feeling I ever had in the world.
Jesus.
Because I had just gotten off of the little COVID stint,
Mm-hmm.
and it had only been a week, so my lungs were still kind of after
Fucked
just coughing nonstop.
They were raw.
If I breathe in too hard, I'm fucking coughing something up. So I'm like, oh, dude, you know what? Let me fill my lungs with smoke and try to hold it as long as I can. And
You did that to yourself.
I did do it to myself.
He started coughing on the inhale.
So, no.
No, you
Inhale.
Okay.
I hold it. It's the exhale. It burned on the way up, so I
No
coughed,
shit.
Yeah.
and then it just chained all together, and
He couldn't stop coughing.
I couldn't stop coughing. I'm turning red. I'm sweating. I'm crying. I can't breathe because if I breathe, I cough. So I'm I'm taking light breaths so I don't cough, and then cough a lot. Don't breathe. Almost start crying because I'm about to die. I feel like I'm about to die, and I start contemplating on going out and telling my mom. I'm like, I can't breathe. But it passes, and I swear I was when that happened, I kind of threw it away. And I was like, I'm not doing this anymore. I did it again. Same shit happened, and I finally fully got rid of it.
Dad will do that regardless,
But I think it was even worse with the COVID, because it just ruined my lungs. But I don't think I'm still 100% after getting it.
No one's been?
Well, since 2020.
I got mine in 2020. I think it should be fine.
You got more experience. Still closing your lungs, alright?
I fucked up my lungs quite a bit, so I can't rush it.
Those spirits will do to you.
Everything. Meth, crack, heroin, all in the lungs. They're all just gone.
I got crystals in my lungs. Not the good kind.
I'm a firm lover of enchiladas.
That's very
Really?
Mexican of you.
Yeah, kind of stereotypical, huh? You big
You're the only one that went against the grain there.
Yeah.
I did. I don't shave against the grain though.
I have to. Anyways.
I go with this.
I know you do, Keith. He does too ever since he came out.
Yeah, it's okay though. We
So
love
you're a
it.
big enchilada guy, huh?
Yep.
What kind of enchiladas?
I like a good classic cheese enchilada.
You ever tried a green enchilada before?
Yes.
You like it?
I'm partial to it.
That's the one enchilada I can, without a doubt, always eat.
It's weird because there's no difference in consistency. There's obviously none. But I think it's just the visual aspect of it. I've grown up with just only knowing like red sauce.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
that makes sense.
it's like I know it's good. I know it's
Yeah.
phenomenal. But like it's I don't know. It's just not appealing to my eye.
It's kind of the same thing with green eggs and ham. You ever eat that in school before?
No.
Yeah, my teachers used to make that for me, and I could never eat them because it's green. Green eggs. I can't eat that.
Why are your teachers making
It was like I forgot exactly what day it was, but I had to do something with Dr. Seuss. It might have been like his birthday or some shit like that. But my reading teacher had made green eggs and ham.
The fuck's a reading teacher?
I was in like kindergarten, dude. I don't know.
Oh. I'm like, I don't even remember having to read. I remember like an English teacher.
I can't imagine him at the age of
It was
16.
at like
this is
elementary
how you
school.
say it?
It was at like elementary school, kindergarten range. So
Okay.
you know.
It's been a long time since I was back in them days.
Well,
All I remember is fucking nap time.
I wasn't spunk before you
Fucking
were
Italian
in
war
those
time.
classes. But no, that's like anytime they make green eggs and ham, it'll put me off. I'll eat the ham, but like give me a green egg, I'm fucking.
Don't put food
Project
coloring
out.
in my fucking eggs. Don't.
So
I wasn't planning on it. You fuck.
if I guess we're doing that. We can go backwards doing this.
Fuck hard!
Let's go ahead and we'll go with what is
You can't even
the
reach over.
And you moved your fucking head. Oh yeah, you like that?
what would you consider a like very overrated food you won't touch?
I'm fat, dude.
Like no, like, one you'll go okay, I'll probably eat that, but at the end of the day you will not. You will be like, no, that just does not appetize me in any sense.
Like an actual food or just like a part of an ingredient or?
I guess either or.
I don't eat mushrooms.
Really?
No, that's fucking disgusting.
I actually fucking
Yeah.
mushrooms.
I had an ex. We went to Georgia's and she got the fried mushrooms.
That's different.
I was driving and she put it in my mouth. And then put her hand over my mouth so I couldn't spit it out.
No, I can't.
It's salt, dude.
I was half drunk. Again, do not condone drinking and
Not
driving.
helping your situation.
I was dumb. It felt like an eyeball exploded in my mouth.
Yeah.
I did everything I could to not throw up. She's like, "It's good, isn't it?" I'm like,
That's one reason I can't do restaurant fried
"There's
mushrooms.
that," or
Because it's inconsistency.
cottage cheese.
Really?
I think it's disgusting.
I can throw down some cottage cheese.
Curdled milk. That's.
I think by
disgusting.
itself, no. But like, properly used as an ingredient, yes.
Same ex would eat it with peaches.
Yeah, no, not like that.
What peaches? What the fuck?
Yeah, she'd take peaches and then put them in there, and she'd have cottage cheese and peaches. And one time I walked in the door and didn't know she had been eating it, but she still had it in her mouth and decided she was gonna come kiss me. Not fun.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why we broke up. Fucking bitch.
You know,
Piece of cottage cheese did it up.
It did.
the only reason why I can't eat mushrooms is because I don't know if I'm allergic to them or not.
Well, one way to find out.
Yeah, there is, but I don't want to go into anaphylactic shock and fucking.
We'll just have a bunch of Benadryl for
Fucking
you.
died to a mushroom, you bitch.
I'm supposed to go out via bear mace, man. I don't know.
For me, it's a food group, so seafood.
All
all
of it.
seafood.
Across the board. I think the only seafood I've ever, well, I say seafood, it is. The only seafood, like food, like fish that I've really genuinely found some sort of like, okay, I can kind of eat this, but it's got to be cooked to, I don't know, it's got to be cooked right.
Mhm.
Lobster.
Yeah, I think if you don't eat lobster cooked right, you die.
No, I mean like,
Something about
like
parasites or
the,
something.
about the
I think you have to cook it right.
How about the method? That's it. That's it.
Okay.
So like you've had fried catfish or
Yeah, I can do catfish, but I don't hunt it down. If like hey, they're like, hey, we're having a catfish fried, like I guess I'm eating catfish today.
okay.
Big hush puppy kind of guy.
I do fucks with hush puppies. I love good old fashioned like roughly made.
Yeah, Catfish King, can you go just to the regular ones, not those little fucking sticks y'all have, please?
Dude, I fucking love those.
I can't even argue.
I don't like the sticks. I want the little ball thingy.
I like
Dude,
them.
I love them so much.
I do not like it's weird.
So
Oh, man,
I think it's because you don't.
Catfish King slaps, especially
It-
especially get the Cajun seasoning.
It kind of gives me the shits. I'm gonna put that out there right now. It does, but it's well worth it.
I mean, yeah, it's a good trade off. Like I said, I will say whenever like
Plus my bowel movements are good after that.
if I'm with someone and like my dad, like he'll go, hey, I'm gonna go to Catfish King and want something like, yeah, whatever, yeah, go ahead, whatever you're gonna get, I'll get. He goes, coleslaw? I'm like, you can have the coleslaw. I'll do that.
You don't like coleslaw?
I'm not a fan of coleslaw. I think it's just because I know what it is and I know how to make it. And I know what the ingredients are, and they just don't cohese in my head.
I forgot what I was eating it from, but someone had made coleslaw, and I was like, oh, I'll get coleslaw. So I like coleslaw. Problem was, they did not use mayonnaise.
See,
They used vinegar.
See, I can't do
And
that.
I was like, it smells weird. I think about saying, nope, I can't do it. It has to have mayonnaise in it. I'm sorry.
Did you go real hard?
Thought I was gonna die.
So that's me. I am not I'm not really a seafood guy.
I love shrimp
I
cocktail.
can't do shrimp.
Shrimp cocktail. Go to HEB. Every time I HEB, I get the $11 one because it's like a double serving. Yeah, that shit slaps.
What do you think is your guilty pleasure foods?
HEB sushi.
Really?
Oh, they got some good ass sushi,
And those,
especially the SA roll.
There's those they're in those containers too, but it's steak and fried rice. Oh
You're talking about like those ready meals?
man. Yeah.
Those ready
I will
meals do
fucking-
slap.
I will get those any day of the week.
Well, their fried rice is fucking delicious.
It is. It's amazing.
They make it just right.
Whatever shrimp they got back there cooking that shit up. Hire 'em full time.
Did you say shrimp?
Yeah.
That's what I thought you said.
Yeah,
Okay.
'cause I mean, they're the ones that make the shrimp fried rice right there frying that fucking rice.
No,
It's their trademark.
It's better than chicken. You get feathers everywhere.
It's true.
No, they're actually plucked now.
Oh.
FDA.
Ah.
I have a guilty pleasure food, but it's one I only make here. Just eggs and like just white rice. I stir fry the rice.
Why does
Again,
that-
like no seasoning type shit. That sounds as bland as fuck.
Would you shut the fuck up and let me
See,
explain?
when I had said he didn't do seasoning, this is
Cause you lose eggs and white rice.
and white rice. What seasoning do you put on there, Adam?
Please say soy sauce.
Okay.
You got the sodium content is up to date.
It's seasoning.
It's literally salt.
Salt, a little bit of salt on there.
I do actually. I have this Osmo hickory blend salt. I do throw on my eggs. So
Bougie salt.
yeah, it is bougie.
I just get like the normal salt, man, with the little girl on the umbrella. You know, just
The
Morton's.
Morton's iodized salt. Yeah, I get what's that? Redmond's
I'm
real
fancy.
salt.
I'm fancy when it
I use
comes to-
Redmond's real salt.
Oh yeah.
it's
You
real
don't
salt.
get the whole salt block and you shave off as you go.
You ever lick one of those Himalayan salt lamps in the stores?
Yeah, they don't taste like salt.
Would you learn a
What are
lesson?
you licking?
Sorry, I might have a touch.
Is that where your COVID came from?
It could have been.
No,
Could have been.
it actually came from a customer when I was working in retail.
They do just
Just
fucking
fucking coughed on everything, dude.
lick your arm real hard and spit in your face and go.
No, he was actually on the news. His obituary was on the news.
Oh, he died from
He
it.
died from COVID.
Oh,
R.I.P.
When I found that out, I was like, oh, I'm kind of glad I fucking broke
So if you die from COVID, is your ghost coughing?
it. I think you just have like.
I feel like this should be a curse, especially if you gave it to someone on purpose.
Yeah.
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 I didn't know I had COVID, and I was still sharing Skittles with people. They never got COVID though. I'm just atypical, I guess.
Yeah, it's eggs and white rice and I stir fry and everything.
That's a guilty pleasure.
To me, it's one of those like I make it at midnight, so it becomes a guilty pleasure at that point.
Just glutton.
I'm
probably eating all day.
Oh, how do you do your eggs?
Scrambled.
Scrambled? I'm an over easy guy.
So I don't like the yolk. The yolk has to be cooked. I don't like the yolk, the flavor of the yolk.
So,
You
my grandma made me an over easy egg because my grandpa likes hard eggs. He liked rest in peace. He liked hard eggs, and that's just the way he liked them. He liked having the yolk cooked, but he liked the consistency and the jamminess of it. Which I get it. It is definitely something. But she made it that way. He was like, oh, I can't eat this, so I ate it, and I realized there's so much consistency to, or there's not, I would say, well, there's good consistency, but there's so much you can do. You can dip, turn it, throw stuff into it, make it a sauce, dip it up. It's so good. So for me to throw it onto like a bed of white rice, with that good saltiness, I even throw a little bit of sriracha on there just because I do like a little spice of life in my
Mexican coming out.
Well, see, I don't get sriracha anymore because it's not the same.
No.
Ever since they changed the pepper people, I refuse to do it. I like the old school.
Yeah, I like the rooster. The rooster had some. It knew what it was doing. But I throw a little bit of that, get what I need out of it, and it's phenomenal. It hits a spot like it's one that also doesn't fill me up, and that's kind of what I want. I want something that I just need like food, because like I said, if I'm making this bitch at midnight, we're talking like 1 a.m. if I've been gaming really hard the night before, like literally maybe 15 minutes beforehand. Yeah, and I'm just like, no, I'm hungry, so I'll go have some leftover rice, throw it in there, stir fry with some soy sauce, make the eggs. I'll get like 2 or 3 eggs, just over easy them, fry them, open the yolks up, let it melt into the rice. It's a guilty pleasure.
I'm a child. I only eat scrambled eggs.
I can tell.
Well, let me ask you, are you a stir it in the pan kind of guy or stir it in a bowl?
Stir it in the pan.
Okay.
I crackle straight into the pan and then.
You keep it on
See, my dad's like that.
Depends. Unless I'm like hungry and like when I get it over with, I just do it on high.
Okay.
I try to do bowl. I try to scramble a bowl.
Do you put milk in there?
A little.
Okay. I don't. I just throw butter in the pan, get the butter melted.
Well,
crack 4 or 5 eggs and stir it up.
I do add butter after, like whenever it's like par cooked. Whenever I still see liquid, I throw it in there, and then I start stirring in just to get that like real smooth richness.
You ever add cheese to your scrambled eggs?
Mhm.
Fucking put do that.
After.
Onions, fucking.
Do you do it like when it's in the pan or out of the pan?
In the pan.
The one thing I hate about doing that is how like there would be that one little like clump of cheese that just misses all the egg and just lands straight into the pan.
That's why I don't do it.
And it just cooks to the pan. I'm like, oh, you motherfucker.
So one of my favorite things that we do here is whenever my oldest gets here, that Saturday morning, which you guys haven't experienced it quite yet. Well, you saw a bit of it.
What?
Whenever I made hash browns for the missus that one day.
Yeah.
It was on that was on Saturday morning. I think so.
Yeah.
So I had made hash browns, and I was like, I want to have breakfast. I want to make a breakfast burrito. So one of the things we got into the habit of whenever my oldest gets here is we have a breakfast burrito morning. So we get hash browns.
Keep it in the culture. I like that.
What?
Keep it in the culture. I like that.
Yeah, it's just perfect.
Even though he does not look Mexican.
No, yeah, he's and you know what? we get the large tortillas, and I'll load up his in it.
Yeah, I'd say.
Large tortilla.
Yeah, the culture in the way he said it too.
Do you want me to say tortilla?
Oh, that's what the idiots in California say.
Taco Bell?
Can you order yours?
Yeah. Like that?
Ramirez.
Ramirez.
I can talk kids.
But yeah, that's one of my favorite things to do.
Pico de Gallo.
Chorizo.
Chorizo.
Yeah, that's one thing I can't cook here.
Chorizo?
No one.
Dude, I
likes
can't
chorizo.
eat chorizo.
You can't?
That's the one thing I can't eat.
No.
The flavor
I
is just not there
love
for me.
chorizo.
I think honestly, I think what put me off of it was I thought it was something else. So when I bit into it, and it was just a completely different flavor.
Yeah.
It shocked my taste buds, and I couldn't. I can't. I can smell it, I can cook it, I can do anything with it, but I just can't eat it. I physically cannot eat it.
As soon as it hits your mouth, your throat just closes.
Yeah.
And says no.
The only thing I use chorizo for, I don't cook it like standalone. I mix it. I have to mix it into something. Like, I think the best thing I have made is I've made a chorizo queso. Like, I get, what is it, queso fundo? Is that, I think it's what it is. Where you just get like a white queso and then you just throw like cooked chorizo on top and then just melt, like just
melt it in there.
It's so good because it's
I just no, can't do chorizo. But my guilty pleasure would probably be HEB ice cream. Good old Creamy Creations.
That's it.
That's it. And it's only one flavor, chocolate.
You like smother it on yourself?
No, but I like to sit on it.
I was waiting for something. I was thinking about
You pull out the big old wooden spoon. Nice.
No, what I do is I strip down and I sit on the edge of the couch, right, so my balls are kind of dangling. And I'm sitting there holding like this, and you're gonna get it.
Do you do the deep basketball,
You're
deep
gonna
basketball
get it.
shorts, the ones that hit past your knees?
I'm butt naked, okay? Ass crack stains all on the cushion.
Do you put like an industrial fan so your balls are doing like a speed bag on the couch?
No.
No.
I'm not gonna try that though. That might up the thing, but I'm holding it like you're gonna get it.
I remember speed bagging my dad's balls in the shower a couple times.
Fuck! Now every time I'm about to lick on my ice cream, I'm gonna think about you speed bagging your dad's balls.
Yeah, you never showered with your dad when you were young?
Not that I know of.
Yeah, I was sitting there fucking boxing training. I was bobbing and weaving, dude.
Bobbing and weaving and get hit by the tallywhacker. Hey, Dad, turn around. You're hitting me in the face. Turn around.
Vincent was like,
No, I'm actually it was pretty good training. I'm up to par now. Send me down to Mexico and I'll take the belt, man, honestly.
Really? Get another one coming for you.
I came for you, alright. Come here, Alvarez.
people are gonna fucking listen to this episode and what the fuck is going
I'm
on?
just glad it's at the end of the episode. Most people don't stick to the very end.
God.
Holy shit.
Anyways, you guys want to add anything before the episode?
Well, can I finish my fucking ice cream
Go
shit?
ahead. Yeah,
So
sorry.
I'm on the edge of the couch, butt naked, balls hanging off.
Okay.
You're gonna get it. Then I slowly just like. that's how I hit it.
Let's see what I do.
And then whatever starts to melt, I just kind of turn it up.
Yeah, there's just,
And if it gets all on my chest, I'm like,
Oh, you think you do that? I feel like you just go like that, like take that big first sip, that first spoonful, go.
Sometimes I slap my wiener
And
on
then just go and go.
did it imprint on me?
It's mine, don't touch it.
Are you a firm believer of getting a metal bowl for your ice cream?
Bowl?
Dude, you just eat it out the fucking
Thank you!
container. Who the fuck? Who does that?
Why would I already got to dirty up a fucking spoon. I'm not going to dirty up a fucking bowl.
No, I use a plastic spoon. And then it breaks halfway through. And
You have the gall to do that. That's pretty impressive.
See, but it's like I only have thin metal spoons, so if I do that, then I'm permanently fucking up a spoon. You know what I mean?
I've done that before.
Hey,
Like,
at least you can
fuck
say
it,
you're
try to
psychic.
bend it back.
Hey, at least you can say you're psychic.
Like
I bent the spoon.
And I used to do that when I was younger. I used to grab the spoons and go, man, look! I'm a strong boy! You fucking dumbass!
What about you? What's your guilty pleasure?
And
Tall, be gay, and I'm pretty sure it makes sense. Like, his guilty pleasure is dig straight at night. He's like,
well, he has to get his protein in.
straight directly.
I've seen you on the side of the road. You look good with long hair, I'll tell you that much, in that little skirt.
First off, I know. And second, you leave my Saturdays alone.
He works the corners like a dog, I'll tell you that much right
He
now.
has to pay for childcare.
He does.
At least that's what he says.
What's your guilty pleasure
This
before I
is
go further?
What's my guilty pleasure food? Might just be like a fat ass, like just straight cheese quesadilla in the middle of the night. And I like to let the cheese melt off on the side so it has those little burnt bits hanging off the quesadilla so I can just like pick those off as I'm waiting for the other ones to cook.
In that respect. What kind of cheese?
Right now, I've just been on the Mexican blend, 5 blend. I used to do just straight, like mozzarella mixed with some other stuff. But then I was like, why am I mixing all this when I can just buy a bag with 5 cheeses in it and just
There you go.
throw it in there? And I always buy the big ass like pound bags or something like the 2-pound bags or whatever they have at Walmart. Those big ass ones.
Like the ones like you're gonna do some damage with it.
Yeah.
But you want it to last.
But then it especially gets worse when I'm drunk because then I make more than I think I can ingest. So then I'm
Not
full.
to mention all the fucking cheese everywhere.
Yeah. So there's cheese on the floor.
Fucking make it on the fucking pan.
I'm like trying to push my dog away with my foot.
No cheese.
No.
My cheese.
And then like half of it's just in the actual like stove heating area, so it just smells like cheese for a week as it's burning. But no, yeah. So like I think there was one time I got really drunk and I made 7 quesadillas.
God.
I ate 3, and I put the rest in the fridge. And my sister was eating one just in the living room, and I was like, "Hey, those are my quesadillas." She's like, "Oh, for fuck!" She just kept eating them. So.
That checks out.
Yeah, it does check it out.
But then I
Quesadilla attacks.
But ever since then, she'll come up to me. She'll be like, "Hey, make me a quesadilla." I'm like, "No, make it yourself. You're an adult. You fool."
You're the adult that made him drunk. You did it to yourself. Now she's spoiled on that.
Yeah.
You set yourself up for failure.
Either you make it or she's gonna whoop you.
But another one is I don't make it, but my mom does. Just homemade tortillas. I will eat those straight, like nothing on them, not just straight homemade tortillas.
That's the rule with homemade tortillas.
No, but you know, like some people like to get a butter tub and like
See,
put butter on them.
I was about to ask, are you a firm believer of butter tortillas, just like dipping?
If I'm really craving it, if I'm really wanting it, but I'll never go out of my way and be like, let me grab my, Hill Crockett tub and start going to town,
My grandma used to get sweet butter, and she just dip it slowly, and then that was it.
Another one is one homemade fat ass like breakfast burrito at like 6:00 p.m.
Breakfast for dinner.
Yeah.
Like, what's in it?
Brenner. So potatoes, bacon, cheese, egg, and if I'm feeling adventurous, I'm feeling very, very adventurous, throwing some ham.
Mm-hmm. Not a sausage person?
I know you are, but
That's why you asked.
if we're talking about sausage patties,
No, I was demanding it's going to be links in your mouth. Continue.
Oh!
well, you've chained a couple links in your mouth, I know that. So the only time I'll ever eat a sausage link is like when I'm at IHOP or Denny's or something. They, that's how they make them. But normally I'm a big patty guy.
Do you just go
Do you love dick?
Do you pop it on the fork first and then do you bite into the link or what?
He grabs like this and
I know he
I
does.
bet he fucking deep throats it too.
I already said it. I said
how do you
first.
deep throw something that fucking
Fucking just goes down in one
It's
sitting.
like that guy that coughs up the hot dog.
Yeah.
But no.
Do you know that guy?
Do not.
No.
Is
That's
he
a
your
legend.
master Uwe?
I said that's a
But how do I do it?
Maybe you gotta do like this, right? Come on,
Fucking spits up a scroll.
man, go ahead and read it all now, man. Go ahead and read it, man.
What?
couldn't do that shit.
Just I just
Terrifying.
But I'm a big believer of like I stab it with just one single fork, one prong,
No problem.
and I put pinky on.
Doing that makes me think you put other things in your mouth.
You're a lesbian.
I know I am.
You look like a lesbian prisoner.
I am.
You look like you
I
get
am.
cast on Orange is the New Black.
You know my nickname is?
Black.
Lick-a-lot-a-puss.
Look a lot.
Lick-a-lot-a-puss is my nickname.
Exactly, that's what they call you there.
Mm-hmm.
Another guilty pleasure.
Matt is a very guilty pleasure of mine.
Look a lot of pussy.
Well, I guess that's it for our episode. Vincent called me gay. We talked about gay.
No,
gay
you
stuff.
came out as gay. I'm just reaffirming it.
Where the fuck did you get that from?
I mean,
No.
I can pull up the text.
Pull it up.
I can pull up the text.
Pull it up.
I can pull it up.
Pull it up.
We see us say pull it out.
And if I was gay, I would
There you go. We don't have to show the podcast as it's private information.
Now you gotta find me, go throw it in the final scene.
No.
It's a smoker.
That's it for our episode.
Yeah, food. I'm stuffed.
I feel like throwing up. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not even joking. This whole time, what time? How long has it been running? Hour 3.
4.
Hour 4. I think for the past 10 minutes, I felt like something was gonna come up, but I was trying to oppress it.
Yeah, I
Talking about sausages, something's about to come up.
I'm gonna fucking throw up on your couches.
I just want you to know, I'm probably chunking these couches after.
Well, they're gonna have to throw up on them.
Big set.
All right, guys, here I come. Well, I know Adam had something coming in his mouth.
Oh, big smoke. Oh, whatever.
Yeah.
The sound on that one, oh my god. I've seen that in something.
All right.
It's practice.
If you're squeamish with throwing up, go ahead and click off.
If you throw up on me, I'm gonna
Don't you?
I'm gonna whoop your ass if I can.
Well, I guess we'll call it here. Would you like to go ahead and have any? Do you have any outros?
Adam likes dick. Thank you for listening to the Hey Man Podcast, and we'll catch you guys on the next episode.
We have a GoFundMe too, so
He's chugging on that shit, stroking the meat musket, hardcore, catching ropes on the lip, buck teeth wrapping around. That's gay.
I'm gonna let this keep going because he's
I'm
the
gonna
one
keep
saying it too. So I can't. I'm not even the one doing it.
There's actually a teleprompter behind the camera. Adam did write all this. It's from personal experience. Sucking chode, stringing dick, pulling back the skin, licking the cheese off, cottage style. Homies love it so much, they be asking for it and calling for it. Lord knows I be making them scream and squall. Is that even a word? But they be making that noise.
Get close up in my face.
I don't think I can, but I'll try.
Should I keep reading?
Go ahead.
Licking the toe fungus off, put it on butter, make it jam.
It's not even gay at that point.
That's what that's what you're doing.
Figure you stick to a theme.
Speaking of jam, I be plucking strings. It's actually pubic hair coming from the butthole. Dude, what is wrong with you?
Keep going.
Oh, we can end it now.
No,
Thank
now
you
you
for
want
listening to
to
Hey Man
yeah.
Podcast. I'm Vincent,
Okay.
I'm Adam.
and Adam licks chodes.